The Hidden Stairs and the Magic Carpet. Chapter 3. Goggles and Nins. Twing! Another arrow flew at them. Suddenly, flying lizards were everywhere. The riders on their back were getting their bows ready for another shot. Run back up to my house! Eric shouted. We can't, Julie said. The steps are disappearing. Look! She pointed. The stairs were fading into the mist, vanishing into the pink sky. Oh man! Neil cried. I knew this would happen. Twing! A third flaming arrow shot by. Follow me to the bottom, Eric yelled. We can hide in the trees. He rushed down, jumping 2 steps with every jump, but the steps were disappearing under him. No! He cried. He trembled into the air. Ah! Julie screamed. Neil shouted, Grab onto the... Eric didn't hear the rest. He fell like a rock through the trees. Branches snapped and cracked around him. Ugh! Eric moaned when he finally hit the ground. He lay there facing the sky. For a second, he could remember where he was. Then he saw the giant lizard circling roar. They divide toward him. Holy cow! Eric tried to cower under the brush. Ouch, my ankle! He glanced. He must have hurt it in the fur. He could hardly move. The lizard swooped even closer to the treetops. When they swooped, Eric saw the riders clearly. Their skin was as bright as shiny as lead irons. Oh man, I must be dreaming, he whispered himself. A really bad dream too. It's bad, said a voice, but it's not a dream. Eric turned his head. Who said that? Shh! Suddenly, the bushes before him began to move, and someone leaped out at him. It was a girl. She was dressed in a blue tunic. A thick brown belt was worn around her waist. The lizard swooped away. The girl picked up a pebble. She threw it hard. It hit a distant tree with a loud smack. Over there! Cried a lizard rider, pointing to the tree. The lizards flew away. Wow! Cool move! Eric looked into the girl's green eyes. Her skin was as pale as a cloud. But who are you? Kia, she said. You must be from the upper world. How did you get here? Eric blinked when he thought of how to tell her. I, sort of, You picked the worst place in all of Doran. Lord Spar is very close. His red knees are everywhere, hunting for me on their flying goggles. Lord Spar, Eric repeated. Knees? Goggles? Did you hurt yourself? The girl pressed her finger on Eric's ankle. Ouch! Eric grunted. It's probably sprained. Then the girl opened a small leather pouch on her wrist. She sprinkled some sparkly dust on Eric's ankle. Better? His leg began to tingle. He moved his foot. The pain's gone. How did you do that? Never mind, the girl said. She began to scribble on a piece of paper. You have to help me. Find Galen and tell him to send this message to my father, King Zello. King? Eric repeated. You're a princess? There they are! Get them! A voice cried out from above. Thief! Thief! The ridges divided suddenly toward Kia and Eric. They flipped the ground and their red riders revved off. The Nins have spotted us, Kea cried. She pushed the wrinkled scrap of paper into Eric's hand. Lospar is a wizard. He's pure evil. He will stop at nothing to conquer Doran. Now, hurry. You will find Galen and in his tower. Tower? Said Eric. I can't find any tower. I've got to find my friends and get home. The girl looked into his eyes. If you're from the upper world, you will need help getting home. If you do this for me, I'll promise to help you. Now, I will distract them while you go. Hurry! Without another word, Kea raped away swiftly, like a cat. The leaves fluttered above her, and Eric looked up. A strange white bird was gliding over the trees. The bird seems to be following her. There! One Yin yelled. The princess! The red creature broke bunches and tore at leaves to get to Kea, but she only ran faster. I don't believe any of this, Eric said. He scrambled up from the ground and dashed down a narrow path after the princess. A stone bridge lay ahead of him. Maybe if he got there before the Nins, he could somehow help Kea escape. He had to try. Eric raced toward the bridge. Get him! cried a voice. A hand came from nowhere. It grabbed Eric. It pulled him to the ground.